more? Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now. Hi guys, welcome to the Hacker Across America podcast. My name's Tom. I'm here with Dr. John and Ed, our fellow writers. We're going to talk about the amazing weekend we had when we got to go down to Maryland, Delaware and play a few rounds of golf with, 16 people?
Yep.
Yes, it was 16.
16 people, yeah. So record amount for us. But John, how about you give us a little bit of the backstory about how that entire outing came together?
So that whole idea came together. I was hanging out with Tom's brother, actually, Bob. We were hanging out one night late, and I talked about how I want to golf all 50 states in the United States. I was never going to go with that idea, but then he pushed me and said, John, why don't you just do it? Like, Bob, it wouldn't be impossible to pull off. And Bob's a pusher, so...
What?
No. But Bob's a pusher, so he actually, the next day...
You're a good catcher.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The next day, he actually gave me all 50 states, how to complete them in 35 years. And so after looking at it, I started researching some places to go to or some travel companies, and I just sent in one email to see it worked, and then he sent me back a price, and it was very reasonable. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, I'll just call all the first 12 guys that I know, and all of a sudden we
somehow Ed.
You don't know how that got in there still.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't meet Ed until, I think, one of Tom's birthday parties years ago.
Yeah,
years ago. And then, so we decided to start in PA, and then it was in Lancaster.
Home state, by the way.
Home state, and then Lancaster, PA. 3 beautiful courses. Stayed at a nice small hotel. And
I wouldn't say nice the first year.
Okay.
There was a place to drink and a place to sleep.
Yeah, and there was a couple finished shots on my bed, so let's not forget about that.
But it was your bed, so it was fine.
Yeah, it's true. You didn't have to worry about it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. You guys remember the wedding party there?
Yes,
Yeah,
the wedding party. Ed's homeless friend.
Homeless friend.
Yeah.
Tons of stories. But
Justin's name is.
But anyway, we're talking about this year.
But it was a great trip, and so we decided to continue and follow that pattern that Bob gave me. And so now we went to Maryland and Delaware this time, and it just with a little bit more people, 4 extra people, and it was just a heck of a great time.
It was a blast.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Absolutely. Now, so we started in Delaware because we did Baywood Greens, which anyone's never played Baywood Greens, that course is just stunning. But of course, when Ed and I pulled up, it was a little bit after you, it was a torrential downpour with sideways rain and wind, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, we're probably not getting this round in today. What was it like when you pulled up? Because you got there before us.
We were 10 minutes away. I was driving with my brother. We started seeing some rain come down, and all of a sudden it was rain as thick, probably at least half-inch thick.
Yeah.
Half-inch thick, coming down real fast sideways, wind going everywhere. We're pulling through the course. The course was on both sides. Mm-hmm. I mean, it still looked beautiful, even with the puddles all over the fairways. And then we just went in the parking lot. It slowed down eventually, and then luckily enough, the sun came out.
Yeah, thank God.
Hours later.
But that course, once the sun came out, Ed and I were walking around taking some artsy-fartsy pictures.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
We were getting behind the trees. So let's get between these branches.
Get the flower. Get
the flowers in the background. Well, we got those pictures in the post that everyone.
Even the clubhouses, everything looked so nice.
Oh my God, yeah, and the staff was just top of the line. They were great.
Oh, they were on it too.
That giant range was freaking open. It was gorgeous. I was I want to go out there and hit some balls.
What'd you get out there for 2 seconds?
I got there, I hit 2 balls. They're like, "Oh, you guys are up." I was like, "You told me I had 20 minutes." They're like, "No, you're up." I'm like,
now.
Then we did drive a mile back to the hole, but the flowers you put out, that course was just colorful, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Even after that, even the flooding of the 40-year storm of Noah's Ark.
That was nuts.
Yeah, it was.
That drain. Yeah. Well, those huge fans they had on the
every green.
Yes. Which was so annoying if you landed next to it.
But man, was it nice to get that little breeze.
Yeah, because it got so hot, dude. Oh my God, the breeze is just sitting there. Everyone's putting it. Colin's on the green putting in front of me, and I'm just at the fan like this, like I'm on the Titanic.
Well, first of all, you had one right behind it.
Yeah, actually.
I'm like, where the hell's John at? And I look, the giant fan. It turns. It's like there's John.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. I actually had to pull up my first flop shot on hole 1. I was shocked.
Oh no, you a flop shot? You never flop shot. Oh my God.
Practice.
Yeah.
Dude, that course was tough though.
It was very.
That was the hardest one out of the 3 days.
And it was the longest too, which was a crazy part about it too. But I remember because I was pissed off at that round because I shot 93 and I was furious. And I texted
I don't want to hear it.
you and it was I shot 93. And what'd you say to everybody?
I don't even remember, man.
I know, we get the 18.
It's not a good day. I shot a 115, I think.
Well, you didn't tell me your score. You go Tom shot 93. I think he's really pissed off about that. Then we get back to the
A terrible day.
Yeah, we get to 18. Everyone's like, I shot at 115. And everyone's like, I shot at 120. Colin, I shot at 125. And,
Nice.
yeah. But he tied Rosie. Didn't lose her that first day. Tied her.
Yep.
But I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, wow, I had a good day.
I think my favorite part of the whole day was waiting for the 2 hours because we pushed back our tea time in the parking lot, just tailgating. Waiting for
Oh, yeah, tailgating for...
tailgating.
Yeah.
For
And
I
how
just-
often do you tailgate for a golf round? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That was
it was
good.
a good time.
Yeah.
Sitting there just drinking, and I went over to the chipping green and we're drinking.
little pitching, little putting.
Yeah, they closed the driving range, but the chipping green, that's okay.
Hold for an animal.
Yeah, the thing with no cover,
Yeah.
that thing's still open. That was all right. What was your guys' favorite hole that day though?
18.
No, just the flowers.
Well, the fact that I tried Happy Gilmore in it.
Oh yeah, explain that. That was great.
So, I already knew that we were done for the day. It was over. Tom already told me that they lost and whatever. So I was like, might as well have some fun. I'm just gonna Happy Gilmore it. Completely whiff it, and it to the left is a bridge they drive over, and then it's like nice little flowers going across the bridge. Beautiful.
And that bridge is like what, 10 yards from the tee box?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I thought mine went in the water, and I was like, all right, whatever. John was trying to give me a nice. He's like, oh, you're gonna take a drop over here with me, like, about what, like 140 yards off that green.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, that's fine. Started driving across the bridge, and I see a golf ball on the bridge, and I'm like, that's my golf ball.
Slam on the brakes.
So of course, slam on the brakes, bend over. I'm like, it was a perfect picture. I put it up in the blog. It was beautiful. And so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna play it off the bridge. Thump, right off the wood, and then
Nicholson style.
put it basically right where John was telling me to drop anyway. So I was like, earned that one.
Yeah, at least you're earning it that way.
But then shot after that, put that in the water. It was the worst round of golf I've ever played in my life, but easily the most fun.
Yeah.
That's what makes me more mad than anything.
Well, how'd you guys do with the island fairway?
Oh, in the water.
I think my whole group went for only one.
Ralph
person.
put it.
Yeah, Ralph.
there you go. Ralph
Shout out
put
to
it
Ralph.
right.
He's gonna want to put it on the island fairway.
That's awesome.
No.
Yeah. And then his second shot from that fairway.
Oh,
was,
the miracle
wood?
shot.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a worm burner that just rolled, hit the wood on the edge of the island fairway,
Yep.
shot up and back, and sat right back down. It was a
Yeah.
perfect layup. Perfect layup.
Perfect layup.
Perfect layup. But he was really shooting very well towards
Yeah.
the end of that round
Mm-hmm.
because I just completely lost it at the end of that one.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was a rough day.
It was.
But it didn't sound like your opponent was doing much either.
Nah,
so.
I had all the inspiration.
Well, these my bad luck anyway. So
Yeah, that's true. It's your kryptonite.
Yeah.
You can never golf well when John's there.
2 days in a row.
2 days in a row. Yep.
Planned it.
But, hey, I did well that second day.
Conclusion, he knew.
But I was shocked with Baywood Greens. I think the thing that stunned me most was it poured. And it was still like in miraculous condition.
Yeah, you had no real puddles on fairways.
No, greens were still
greens
like
were
fast,
fine.
but they were still soft. I was like,
it's those fans, man.
Yeah.
Plus, they had a lot of sunlight on their greens on
they
the
do.
back, too.
A lot of natural light. Because like, there was a lot of trees, but they weren't like right on the fairway. They were off the fairways, which is great for big hitters who tend to miss sometimes, which is nice.
Yeah.
So that we have a little extra room.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it gave a lot of natural light so that those fairways were just dry. It was perfect.
Yeah, and then once you get out of the woods on the back nine where it's all the water world.
Yeah,
Like-
water world. That's true. But wasn't it like called at the back nine? There's like the water.
Yeah, it was called. So there was Woodside and Waterside.
Yes.
It was just called
So the
Waterside,
front
yeah.
nine was Woodside. Clearly, there was a ton of trees
Yeah.
everywhere. And then the back nine was
My favorite side.
Waterside.
The bad
Waterside.
side.
Waterside was my favorite because it was all very open, but there's a ton.
It was
of
a little more
water.
linksy. Like
Yeah.
links. It wasn't completely like a link style, but like it kind of went that way.
It was definitely a lot more picturesque
Yeah.
because just like you had all the water, you had
Yeah.
all the flowers on that
More
side.
houses
like
too,
that.
Yes.
which I nailed 2 of them.
Yes.
They were the way.
I don't think you ever don't hit a house.
That's true. That's true. But Colin, as my witness, for anyone who doesn't know, Colin's behind the camera right now. I nailed the one house in 17, and it came right back into play. And I had an opportunity to birdie putt from it.
That sounds like you cheated.
All I know is Derek drove past me and just went, "F you," and just like kept going when he saw where the ball was in play. I was like, sorry, I'm not going to apologize.
I would take luck over skill any day.
Oh, dude,
90.
let's be honest here. Golf is 99.99% luck.
Unless,
Yeah.
unless you're on tour.
Would we all agree Baywood was probably our favorite out of 3?
It was definitely the nicest.
Yeah, it was my favorite. It was definitely the nicest. It
I
was
think-
great.
yeah.
And I also hit the longest drive that time, so I won a little bit of money that day. So,
Well, who'd you beat?
Everyone.
There was somebody's ball. That was yours. I think it was yours.
Norris T.
Yes. Yeah, mine was a 3-wood and you barely beat it though, but that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, 3-wood. I'm just saying it's a 3-wood.
Sounds like you should stop being scared. Pull out the driver.
Well, the next day, well, first of all, let's talk about that night. So, the golf weekend is the greatest because the Hack Across America weekend because Ed doesn't sleep.
No.
That's putting it mildly.
That's fair.
Yeah, what was your goal that night, Ed?
I believe was the first night?
Yeah, something with someone's dad.
Was that the that was the Jack? Yep, that was Jack Daniels that night. Yeah, we were somebody's dad, Dr. John.
My father.
Yes.
Is a pretty good drinker. And it wasn't just me. Little Greg was there too.
It's true. Greg tried also.
We had like an unspoken strategy to try to drink his dad on our table, which failed miserably. Like, it was pretty bad. Like,
it was great though.
Slinging a bottle of Jack at him, he's just putting it down like a freaking champ, and wakes up the next morning feeling great. Probably ran a couple miles.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. I saw Big Murray next morning. He's like, "Hey, that was your partner," and I was like, "He's dead."
But what happened when I woke up? I was fine.
But how do we have to get you up?
I mean, that's besides the point.
Yeah. I mean, it took a lot of effort to get Ed out of bed next morning. I had Frosted Flakes for him. I had everything for him. Now, let's be honest. Let's make this clear. I want it to be known I'm the best roommate in the world. Was your phone charged?
That is a fact.
Phone was charged. Breakfast is waiting for him.
Wow.
Even had his clothes laid out for him.
Wow.
This is true.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know this. Wow.
Oh yeah.
The best wife right here.
I am the best wife. That is true.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was fun. Got to edit every next morning. But yeah, every golf weekend, I just have to see how drunk and how.
This is the second golf weekend. Calm it down.
And for
It's
the
only
four,
been two.
and it's been 4 nights, and all 4 nights
Yeah.
you have done that.
Yeah.
4 nights of pattern does not make.
You average at least like 4 to 5 hours of sleep for a whole weekend.
A whole week. That's true.
I think I got 7.
That's a record.
Yep.
Yeah, because the last day, yeah, which we'll get to, but yeah, you did come to bed a little bit earlier. Instead of 5, you came to bed at like 3, I think.
It was about 3.
Yeah,
About
so
3.
I know I had to open the door.
And I cleaned up out there the night before too.
We'll get to that. But so then the next day, we have to play Eagles Landing, okay, which arguably is probably my favorite course because I just played so well that day.
And you're arguably the best golfer on the entire trip.
You flatter me. Thank you.
No, no problem. No
Very
problem.
easily to argue that though.
Yeah,
It's-
it is very easy.
Arguably is the word.
Arguably. Is
Arguably.
the word. And so
Listen, I'm humble when it comes to golf. I will say I'm not the best on the trip.
Yeah.
I don't know. But listen,
yet.
modesty is the best of one of my many great qualities. All right.
They're hard to find.
Yes.
But when I found out I was paired up with Tom as arguably third best golfer, third or fourth, I know I have nothing to lose.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Grip it and rip it.
No expectations. Just try to hit bombs, have a great time, and I got paired up with Ed as well. So I knew I was going to be
Lucky me.
having a few drinks and having a lot of fun. And lucky
It was.
to finish
That's what it's all
the night.
about.
Yeah. Well, I love golf with Ed because he's the greatest caddy in the world for me.
That's not even arguably. That's a fact.
That's a fact. 'Cause anytime I golf with Ed, I shoot so much better than if I didn't golf with Ed. Because every time I'll just pull the club. He won't even see the club. He'll just be like, "Club down, Tom." I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Actual.
Put the club down, grab the next club, hit the spot that I was aiming for. I'm like, "Son of a bitch, he was right again." Just
Say it again, Tom. Say it again.
He knows my game better than I know my game.
Yeah.
So, but that was just a fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ed and I won head to head because I was stable for a day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. So, break the streak. Poor Derek broke his back.
Yeah, that looked rough for a bit.
Whole 9. Whole
Yeah,
9.
he was.
I thought we got around the turn. Was it 9?
10. It was 9 or 10.
It was 10 because that's when the old guy talked to us for like 20 minutes.
Oh, well, yeah, whole,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was that par 5. That was a tough hole too.
Yeah, it looked like he hit the ground. His back just like something shot up his
Yeah.
back.
It locked up, muscle spasm. I told him, listen, I can loosen you up a little bit. He's like, no, don't touch me.
I mean, he had the right partner for the day.
Yeah, right. You get the doctor. Like,
I'm
my God.
I'm right here. I'm specially trained. Let me help you.
Let me
He's
rub
like,
you.
"Yeah, let me help you
I just
out.
want to touch your back.
He's like, nah, I got him. That's fine, whatever. But don't hurt yourself even more. It's okay to take a seat.
Well, like Ed, turned to me, Derek hits the ball in the hole. I think it was 13. He goes, just drops the club, but it was a perfect shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he needed to hurt his back like
yeah.
the day before.
Well, Ed goes, should we stop him? I'm like, oh no, he's playing pretty well.
I offered him 5 times. Just
Yeah.
stop. It's okay. Now he pushed through. Like all of us would do the same thing.
Yeah, let's be
All
honest
of
here.
us.
Or just drink more.
Yeah, it's
Drink till it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, pretty much. But I have to say, quality-wise for that course, I wasn't as... I mean, it's hard to follow up there with greens,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So I wasn't as impressed with Eagles Landing.
See, I thought the quality was good. I just think it wasn't as picturesque.
I don't care about pictures, honestly.
Yeah, but when you go to Baywood Greens, it is colorful. There is water elements and wood elements. You're all over the place, and it just looks great. Eagles Landing was just green, and it was standard, but it was nice. I thought.
It was nice. I mean, I wasn't on the fairway. Maybe that's why I wasn't as.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I found a lot of fairways that day.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot from that day.
Yeah,
I think I came around the turn.
because you don't even remember the car ride there.
That's true.
We're driving through the city of Maryland, Ed's just out the window like, hey girl!
Just talking shit.
Talking shit the whole time to anyone that was there. Like, guy walks by and bangs with his chest out. It's like, oh, this guy thinks he's big.
Bitch boy.
What is it? Actually, I think that was the most I ever drank on a course my entire life.
But the second day?
The second day.
Oh, wow.
I never drank when I go. I maybe have one or two.
Well, that was the video, and it's on our Instagram page, so please go find it, of the worst shotgun of all time.
I put it down. I don't want to hear it. You just didn't get me on camera.
Well, no. You were struggling to open it, if I recall.
Yeah, because it was.
So you got Ed struggling to open the
But
beer. You
once
got
it was
John
open.
John looks at his can and goes, "I'm gonna cut my lip. Cut my lip. Just go out this side bleeding." Then you got Derek.
Cut my lip, there's blood.
Derek's making out the can for like 20 minutes. I'm like, what is this shotgun?
And you're trying to like one-hand camera, one-hand shotgun.
No, that was just me videoing that one. That one was the.
Oh, I'm thinking the other.
Yeah, that one I was just like, I'm gonna video this one for you guys, and then it was just hilarious. I'm like, this is just pathetic.
Yeah.
It was the worst shotgun ever.
Yeah.
It's a good video though.
It was great video quality. I think I did a great job.
Yeah.
No, that was a great day because as soon as we got those foursomes the night before, like we draw the foursomes randomly. The captains picked them the night before. I obviously was gonna take Ed as a partner. Like I needed at least one day. Duh. And as soon as I saw Ed and I were matching against John Derek, I'm like, well, first of all, it's a win. But second of all, that's just a fun foursome because that's like a general foursome for us. We
Nice.
generally just go out together
Exactly.
anyway. So that was just a good time because it was like no pressure, a lot of fun, little open course. Which, by the way, I thought when you got to like the back nine, the bay side like holes that were like right up against the water there with the boats up there, I thought that was nice.
The closing was nice. I thought
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, like the end there, I thought that was great. I mean, I think at least one person
Going across
each
the
foursome.
bridge, you see
Yeah.
the boat coming out of the swamp. Right
Yeah,
there.
I was like, holy crap, someone sucks driving.
Yeah.
That was a bad one. I won't forget though. Remember the one hole? Was it 15? It had the little circle bunker I ended up in.
The longest drive hole?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was that one. But anyway, so it was a bunker that's probably the size from me to Ed. And it was like a perfect circle with a giant lip.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
And
I
I
remember.
took one hack, nailed the lip, and rolled back in. And I was like, screw this. I just turned backwards and hit it the other way. I'm like, I'm just going to get out
get it
this
out.
way. Sometimes you got to just take your medicine, man. I was like, whatever. Yeah, double bogey that one.
That's not a good story, man. You take your medicine. That's no fun.
Yeah, who
It's
does
no
that?
fun, but if I would have kept hacking at that hill, I would have had a great score that day.
Yeah.
More fun than
I'm still mad I didn't pay up for the longest drive.
Yeah, that was great.
that was fun.
Gets the longest drive, but
Yep.
does not get the longest drive.
I'm like, hey, there's Bobby's ball back there. There's mine. Didn't pay for it.
But that was fun, though. I guess the one thing we didn't really talk about, though, was, because I just brought it up there, the captains. We didn't talk about like the whole team aspect of it.
Oh, the Rodder.
Oh yeah, I switched it up this year.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That you have to be the one to explain it, because it was your brainchild.
Alright, so first year it was I just got 12 guys together, and then we had just split them up pretty much evenly.
Well, there wasn't teams, it was individuals that first year.
It was individuals that first year, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, so we had individuals that
So you
first
lied.
year. So individuals that first year, and we just did best overall wins a nice little trophy,
Mhm.
a nice plate, and then worst overall.
Which Uncle Larry won
Uncle
first
Larry,
year.
yeah, Uncle Larry won first year. And then last place got a nice trash can decorated.
Greg won the first year.
Yeah,
Yep.
Greg won the first year.
Yep.
And so I was like, it'd be more fun if we can get more people involved, because the skill level after the top two, there's a huge drop off.
The middle of the pack though is pretty tight.
Middle
pack's
pack's real
tight.
tight.
Yes.
Real tight. So I was thinking to get more people involved in competing for something. Like, let's switch it to a team tournament.
And the people you got involved really helped fill out the bottom of it.
Oh yeah.
Colin.
Yeah. So
now we got a good spread going.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
So it's still the top two, good middle of the pack, and then some other people down there.
yeah, so I really appreciate the bottom four showing up this year. And I had the top two people last year. The first year of Tom and Uncle Larry. And since Uncle Larry won, he gets the first overall pick.
And who did he pick?
He chose me, Dr. John Murray.
First
What a
round
fun-
draft
wow.
First overall.
First overall.
overall.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go but down. And then I just had Tom, Uncle Larry send a list of people, and in order who they want. And so if Uncle Larry got me, Tom got the next man up, which was Greg,
Yep,
Little Greg.
Yep.
And then it was Derek. Shockingly, was third.
He was pretty high.
He played out of his mind the first year. So
We know what happened. The first year, Derek was just 150 yards straight every single time. He
Oh,
was
man,
consistent. Now he's just slicing.
Yeah.
I love how we're throwing him under the bus in the middle of this podcast, too. Derek, you suck now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then it was Deacon John fourth
I love you.
overall, and those four picks were in unison. Uncle Larry and Tom had those 3 people in order after themselves, obviously. Then it was just a huge mix-up.
Just to go back to Derek,
up.
didn't he beat the first overall pick? Higher ranked?
He did. He
He
did
did.
beat him by a score.
Just
What
gonna
day-
just
what day
gonna
was
bump
that?
him up a little bit since you're trying to stomp him down.
What day was
Was that
that?
the first day?
No, not
No.
the first day.
No, I'm talking about overall.
Oh, overall, yeah.
Overall.
Did he beat you in the rankings? Yeah.
He beat you.
I'm putting an asterisk on that one.
Why?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to say scramble partners.
Oh. See, you know my pain.
I love you, Godfather. Love
He
you.
broke his back.
Yeah, he broke his.
He did break his back.
I think that balances it out.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, guys play the broken
So I
back.
call it a fair W.
I do too. Yeah.
Yep.
He's very
I'll
happy.
take you 1-on-1 any day, Derek.
But so we had the teams for the weekend. Now, just explain the format of each day, how it worked out.
Format each day was we had 2 teams, Team Maryland, Team Delaware. You had pairings, so the captains had to make pairings randomly without the other captain knowing of who they want to send out in order. So Uncle Larry would send it to the commissioner, me, his 4 in order that wants to go out. First group, second group, third group, fourth group.
That's how an order works. Okay, good.
Yes,
I wasn't
thank
sure.
you. Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you. Perfect.
All right. Did you know that? I didn't.
And then,
This is all new, man.
Well,
Learn from the
this
doctor.
is a
right
doctor.
now.
It's a doctor's
Doctor.
so it has to be true.
and then Tom did the same thing. And so once I got all those pairings, when I sent out the first text way back in like 2019, Tom sent me his order the next day or that day.
I had it ready.
He had it ready, all set.
Day one, I was ready to go.
And then Uncle Larry got back to me as he usually does, probably like a week or 2 before, which is nice. I'm very happy about that.
Mhm.
So what you do is I text out the entire group once I got those pairings of the first day, and that's where smack talk could start. And then the first day, Friday, was just stroke play totals. The best overall total strokes for the day won the match.
Yeah.
And you get a point for your team.
My buddy got a lot of strokes that was with me.
Yeah.
He earned his money, right, Colin?
Hell yeah.
All the strokes on the course were hit by that guy.
He got his money's worth. as
He
well.
did. He got his money's worth in hacks.
Got his
But honestly, for that course for him, a 125 is not that bad.
Nah, that's not
No.
That could have been worse. That was actually within the ballpark of everybody else. And it was only tied for last. It wasn't last.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't forget I picked up like 8 times.
Shh.
I did have to
We cut
enforce
that.
a mandatory pickup rule this year.
A double par.
Yeah, double
Double
par,
par.
just to keep things moving.
Yeah.
So that was Friday. Saturday, you cannot be paired with the same person on your team, but you can golf against people on the other team all 3 days.
Which we found out.
Which we found out.
You
so-
found out the hard way.
The second day was stable first, so you get points for whatever score you get. Bogey, 1, and then you double it for each better score you get. So it could be 1 point all the way up to 16 points for Albatross. Then
Well, it's laid out. So it's 1 bogey, 2 par, 4 birdie, 8 eagle, 16 albatross.
yeah, 16 Albatross.
Good.
No one got an Albatross.
It was a
then.
hole in one.
Hole in one is
You
an
just
eagle.
win.
Technically, it's an eagle, but it's a great time the rest of the day if you got one.
I still say hole
feel like
one
hole in one's
should be
all
like
about
can jam. You get it in, it's over.
win.
You win.
Yeah, you win.
You win. You're winning life that day anyway.
We'll take that into consideration.
We'll
for
revise
next
the
year.
rules.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
take that into consideration next year. And then most stable for points for your team wins the point overall for the event.
Yeah.
And then the Sunday was scramble day because we got some older individuals. I worry about their health. My dad specifically.
Yeah.
And so, because he swings as hard as he can every single shot.
And drunk too.
And he drinks a lot.
Making
which I'm
contact.
very happy. I mean, he knows how to have a great time.
He does. Your dad is the man.
But after that, the scramble is best stroke total for your team combined, and then wins the point. It's a great way to help relax a little bit and not take a swing you don't want to because a lot of people are sore after
Yeah.
the.
No, it's a good wind down.
Yeah, it's a good wind down.
It is. It was good.
And then the overall point total for the entire weekend wins our trophy that we have.
plate,
It's a beautiful trophy, and it's going to be traveling all over the place with us for 35, hopefully 35, 38.
Which who won it again?
What?
Which who won it again? Uncle Larry?
No, we're talking about the trophy for the Ryder Cup,
For
the
the Ryder
teams.
Cup,
Oh, you're talking about team?
Yeah,
I thought you meant like
team,
total
yeah.
No,
strokes.
I
for
said
an
plate. That was
individual.
my mistake.
yeah.
He's talking about the cup.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
okay.
us,
Yeah.
But their team was so lame. Like the night before the last night, we were sitting there trying to pick. So let's make
You
this
wanna-
clear. We did a great job in Stableford, but it was still tied. Like as Ryder Cup teams, it was still tied. Maryland and Delaware. And then the night before, the pairings went out. Johnson the Mount, everybody. And the first thought of Team Maryland was, dub. Like, we looked at those. Terps. So like slapping the water, talking crap in the pool about how it's going great. Me, Ed, and Greg are like, what are we going to drink out of the cup for the first time when we
We're going to
win?
put this in the cup. We're going to put that
We're
in the
put
cup.
that in the cup. Like, we were talking crap. Uncle Larry, the team captain for Delaware, was on the side, looking a little pissed. He's just like, damn it, I picked the wrong teams. And honestly, John, you have to admit it. It looked like we were going to win that night before.
I liked our matchups. I liked your
Really?
matchups a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you like you and Uncle Greg versus me and Uncle Greg?
That's not the matchup he's talking about.
I will talk crap if I'm up by 9 or down by 9, no matter what it is. I
And
must
you
say,
talk some crap that
I
night.
do talk a lot of crap, but I think that was the most consistent golf I ever played with anyone on a scramble.
Yeah.
Business golf the entire way.
You did. It was all
It was
just
honestly-
Bowie Central.
And I had so much fun.
That was a fun day.
So much fun.
But the great part of the night before was me and little Greg, we're drinking in the pool, and we're talking about the teams, and we turn to John and say, we're going to beat you by double-digit strokes tomorrow, like in scramble. And John, drunkenly, goes, no shot! Shaking his head, very exaggerated. And then I was like, fine, John, let's put some money on it. He goes, all right, whatever. And I was like, $20. And little Greg's like, yeah, $10, easy. John's like, fine. And as the night went on, and the more John drank, it turned in from, oh, we're going to beat you guys to, all right, you might beat us, but that'll be double digits too. All right, it's just a bet. I'm going to lose it, whatever. By the end of the night, John just foresaw the writing on the wall. Because Greg and I, well, me, you, and Greg in the one foursome on that last day.
It's a lot of talent in one foursome.
I didn't care about the talent as far as like the other parts of the game, just big hitters.
Yeah.
That was definitely feature group.
Yeah, that was who could whip it out like bigger at that point.
Yeah.
That was a fun day, and like the first tee proved it. The three of us just stood up and just smoked it. Then I went up to Uncle Greg's tee box, and he got a hold of it for him, but even from the gold tees, he still didn't reach us because it was just a smoke show.
I mean, even he said, like, just watching you guys drive, it's amazing.
Just astonished.
But he was great putting, great chipping.
He was doing well putting. He said because your putting was definitely off that day.
horrible.
Yeah.
Well, that was the same as last year, wasn't it? Like his putting, which is always on.
Yeah, like when he was my partner last year, his putting was good. He definitely saved us for a few holes.
Yeah.
But like for you guys this year, like as someone who had to golf with you guys, he definitely saved your ass a few times.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do anything besides anything.
Yeah.
Just watch some golf.
And wait, who did I partner you with? That's right. I partnered you with Bobby on that last
Me
day.
and Booby, yeah.
There was a switch. I originally had Ed
Yep.
with Deacon John
Yep.
because I said they play well together. It's perfect. You got the drunk and the sober. It's like the best. It's like the greatest combination in the world. Yin and yang.
Yeah.
It was exactly what we needed. I got the text the night before from Deacon John saying, I really want to golf with Michael. And I said, all right, no problem.
That's fair.
I'll put Ed with Bobby. Like, they play well. They'll play well together. I was wrong.
I thought we would. I honestly thought that was a good switch.
I thought it was going to be a solid
hindsight,
switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, when you just got a hold of me, like
That's
I
right.
just finished typing the message to send everything out, and then I think you called me
Yep. Twice.
twice.
Because you had bitch button the first
I
time.
rejected you the first time.
Yes.
And then you called me again. I'm like, maybe something's wrong. So I answered, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then I had quit. It was literally.
If John would have hit send,
That could have been it.
it could have been different.
We could have been
different
drinking
use.
from the cup.
Could have been drinking the cup. Yeah, easily. Instead, I'm just staring at the cup like that's going to be
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, man.
My favorite thing of the entire weekend was on Saturday night Friday night when we were in the pool, all hanging out. My sister Rosie. It was a little quiet because we were all chirping. We got quiet for a second. And Rosie says, "Hey, Colin," as loud as she could. So everyone looks over, and she says, "I bet you I smoke you tomorrow." And everyone's just like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And so Colin was a little iffy at first. Rosie said $5. I think Colin said make it 10.
Yep.
He did make it 10.
He's like you. He's backing himself up.
Was it 10?
Yeah.
And I was so
10.
confident. Rosie said, "Rosie, don't even. I'll put up 4, Rosie. I know she's gonna crush you." That
I had faith in Colin. I thought he was going to do it. Regrets.
Not yet.
I think I was putting side bets on Rosie.
Pretty sure Rosie beat you by 10 that day.
It was a bad day.
It was a bad day. It was a bad day.
we don't talk about that day.
That is easily my favorite part of the entire weekend.
That was funny.
Yeah, because in front of everyone.
But Saturday night, we're all sitting there. We're all drinking. Team Maryland's already frantically celebrating.
We already won.
We won. We got the worst Chinese food in the world, and then
Yep.
yes,
It was the best job.
you were so drunk. I don't think you tasted the Chinese food.
It was
Yeah, he drank so much pool water was the problem.
Yeah, you were chugging pool water. That tells you all we need to know.
hydration station, baby.
That was disgusting. I know where I was that day. That was disgusting. You were drinking that water.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom didn't leave that pool that whole time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And yeah, so let that sink in.
Yeah.
But we're gonna celebrate. So we get to the course the next day. I like that course.
The last course, it was. I mean, having the best course on Friday made everything harder on the other 2 days, but it was.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot because it was very open.
And was it me or was it private? I felt like I was on a hole, and once the group in front of me was done, I didn't see them. I couldn't see the group behind me, and I didn't see any other holes. So it was spread out.
Yeah, I think it's angled just enough to where there's
Yeah.
enough hills where you won't see them in front of you. There's enough dog leg where you won't see people, but you're not going to feel rushed the entire time.
Well, I was trying to make the group in front of me feel a little rushed, because yes.
Well,
Were you
actually,
hitting up?
it was.
No, not that. It's just yelling woo.
It was. That's actually so funny you say that because the night before, Uncle Larry said, "If Tom's behind me, I'm going to try to play as slow as I possibly can." I'm sure, Colin, you were in that group, right?
Yep.
And so he saw like it was taking a long time.
Well, what was funny was I put Colin and Coach together, and I said, "This is the group that I don't care about, with all due respect."
Rude.
And I knew,
Just
like,
rude.
I stacked the other 3 groups so that it'd be a better win. All of a sudden, I get a text from Colin, like, "We're doing well. We're keeping up." I'm like, "What do you mean doing well?" And then I see him in the hole. He goes, "We're only down by 2." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "This is awesome." And then the entire time, because little Greg wants to get in Uncle Larry's head too.
Yeah.
So we're just sitting there. We are going full on Ric Flair wooing across this golf course because there was no one around us. So anytime I saw Colin sink a putt, I would just be like, "Woo!" And Colin would just turn back and just go, "Woo!" And it was just back and forth the entire time. I lost my voice golfing.
Yeah.
As if I was in the Eagles game. It was so worth it. But I could just see the stewing anger in the group in front of me because he's he's barely beating a turd. And then he's got the group behind him.
Turd, though.
Yeah, our turd. But only we can call him that. And then he's barely, and then group behind him is playing out of their mind because little Greg and I went even on the front 9.
Yeah.
And I had that one birdie for us on the par 3 where we thought it was about to have a hole in one.
Yeah.
That par 3 over the water on the right hand side. You remember that?
Yes.
That one, I hit the hill on the top left and it rolled back down the hole. And Greg just grabbed me and goes, no. And I was like, yes, yes.
Yeah.
No. No. But it was a birdie, so it doesn't matter. That's definitely not a course you can walk. Like,
Not with that attitude.
okay,
I
I'm sorry.
promote walking as far as you can. It's good for your cardiovascular health. It's a wonderful thing.
Well, I walked my
Cardinal.
balls when it's car path on.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah,
See,
so that's
see,
okay. See?
Yeah.
I
Oh
got
yeah,
Ed.
Heritage Shorts was.
Who's the
cardiac
doctor
health.
here?
Yeah, right? Come on.
Yeah.
But that was spread out. Like when you got in your car to drive to some of those holes, you were driving.
Yeah.
Like you were going for a good minute there. I was like, thank God the Bluetooth speaker has some good battery life.
No, it was definitely a nice looking course, though.
It was, and like the houses because it was in that development, the retirement community,
Yeah.
but they weren't right up on the holes like other courses. So
How many
like,
houses did you hit?
none that day because they were
One.
so. Well, don't forget one. They were all one story.
One.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hit one.
Yeah, I thought you hit one with a hard left on the 17. That's the hole we saw Uncle Ralph drive by.
Maybe.
I hit in their yard.
Yard, okay.
I didn't hit the yard. I did not hit the house though.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait, yes,
Yeah.
you're right. That day,
It's
I
all-
It's
nailed.
all coming back.
That's right. I
House.
nailed that house.
The house.
Yeah, but I mean,
Killed that guy.
if you're the person whose house I hit, I didn't hit it.
That wasn't me.
It was Uncle Greg. He won't see this video. It was Uncle Greg. That was a smoke show one too. That thing
Yeah.
drew at that house.
Yeah, it was.
But that one was out of place. I didn't go for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your best shot of that day? It was
Well, I remember the longest drive, which Lil Greg won. He bashed it.
smoked it.
But I outdrove him by 20 yards. But I was,
Can't find the fairway.
yep, couldn't find the fairway. So he won that fair and square. It was a hell of a drive by him.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh man, that was. I think the first hole was probably my best drive. When I hit up on Uncle Larry.
With the
when-
gallery, yeah. With the
yeah, and he had the galleries there, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Is that an illegal ball?" I'm like, "Nope, that's just muscle."
Yeah. That's just advocate.
What do you think?
True.
What do you think your best shot was?
I think it was the 18th hole that day. It was a long par 5. I hit a liner,
Oh,
slight
yeah.
draw, center cut fairway, line myself up to get there in 2, and then I hit it over the green into the water.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry.
You sailed that
I
one.
sailed it. I had nothing to lose.
True. You were already gonna be in the 90s.
Yeah,
It didn't matter at that point.
Yeah, nothing to lose.
Yeah, and then let's talk about how you and Bobby basically blew it that day.
Let's talk about how Connor's just a monster under pressure.
Apparently.
My God.
Monster under pressure.
If you need someone to be clutch on a Sunday,
On a scramble.
yeah.
But
Can
no
you
matter
really call it a
what
scramble though? Because he was by himself at that point.
But still, he shot so well. Was it 4, 5?
5 holes, 6 holes.
6.
Yeah, yeah.
It was around 6.
After I saw Uncle Ralph driving past us, I thought we might be in a little bit of trouble. But then after seeing Connor hit that last hole, I'm like, I think we might.
Well, I saw Uncle Ralph go by, and I was like, for my first instinct was, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
He didn't look too good, but thankfully he's all right.
It was
he's
hot.
fine.
It was hot the entire weekend.
It was a hot weekend that weekend, and that course did not have shade.
None.
No, it didn't. Which, for me, I don't care, but I'm with a bunch of Irish guys, so you all, are a little frail.
A little bit.
Frail's not the word,
No.
fella.
Sensitive to the sun.
Thank you.
Yes. You guys had to lather up 5 times around. I'm just sitting there like, this is my base.
Yeah.
I'm good to go. But after he went by, my first instinct was, oh, we're going to win. But then I hear from Ed and Bobby. I was like, how you guys doing?
Dude,
Didn't
he
hear
hit
back.
the switch, man. The dude's
Yep.
clutch.
Yep. I was like,
He had like one bad hole because he crushed this ball, and it car path,
Yes.
car path, street, car path on the other side of the street. It was like a 400-yard
Par 3.
What do you hit it with? A friggin' a 3-iron or something like that? Just cruise it 400 or 500 yards. It was nuts.
I would have to say biggest surprise of the weekend. I think Connor played really well the entire weekend.
He did.
He
He
did.
did. He played a
Yeah.
lot better than the year before.
Yeah, especially on Sunday. My God, he'll carry. If he shot as well as he did that on the last 4 or 5 holes,
I'm telling you,
he can carry anyone.
He was friggin' on, man.
Yeah.
When you said before Ralph left, he was on too, right? You and Bobby were
No,
on?
yeah, they were both shooting very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ralph was friggin'
Well, I knew you had a
weekend.
bad day because on the 18th hole, Ed's walking off. I'm like, you couldn't beat one guy. And he just goes, I will fight you right now. As sure as it walks
I
away.
didn't say I will fight you. I said fight me.
Yes, okay, I'm sorry. And it was not a joking matter. It was like,
Man,
I am so mad right
I was
now.
I was trying to say light all day. I even did the left-handed freaking little Mickelson freaking
Yeah.
shot and put it on the green too, man.
Yeah, it was nice.
Easily my nice shot of the day.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, try high spirits, all that. Then of course I 2-putt it, and then
Yeah.
it just all hit me. I'm like,
And when
I
you-
blew it.
Yep, and when you're that close and you 2-putt in a scramble, that ain't good. It means your partner didn't help you much either.
Dude, that whole day just. No, Bobby was hitting. He with his legitimate made out of wood.
And a 5-wood, I'm pretty sure, too. Like a really tiny
It was either
thing.
5. Yeah, it's a little baby
Yeah.
head on it. Crushed him.
Yeah.
Crushing him.
He's weird.
He is weird.
He's
That's just a fact.
Yeah, he's a weird dude. Like, as someone who had to live with him for
Yeah.
many, many years.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
But had fun. Great weekend.
No, it's definitely a great weekend. You do a great job organizing that.
Yeah.
I would shout out to the travel agent Tom, and then shout out to Vice President Operations Bob, a guy who's pretty weird
And in charge of gambling.
and in charge of gambling. Yeah, actually, I used to do it all by myself, and I'm like, I'm not going to do this every single year.
No.
And once
No,
I,
that's too much for one
yeah,
person.
it, is,
man.
it was a lot. So once I heard Tom does travel, I was like, I'll let him just book everything.
Yep.
I found a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, you're never gonna find that deal like that.
for those 3 courses.
Do you not?
No, I'm saying like I've never heard of
Oh, that
that.
area?
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
he-
for that time of year, yeah, that's
That's
that's crazy to find that.
Actually, I think you can do better.
Challenge.
Fun.
Challenge.
Done.
Fine. Whatever.
But and then I was like, I don't want to do all the work while I'm there because I help set up everything. I made Bob do something this year, just collect all the money, give out the money.
Which the first day he was slacking on.
He was slacking the first,
Yeah,
but he picked it up.
he did it.
He
got-
got
he
it
done in the end.
He
I got paid for my first day, which by the way I didn't realize we were doing skins the first day. And I saw a text message like, Tommy wins $24. I'm like, sweet.
I'll take it.
I was like, I'm gambling? I didn't even
Yeah,
realize.
I just donate money to that shit.
Did you read the rule book at all?
Yeah.
I skimmed it.
Did you read it?
Yes.
Okay, so well, it's skinned. Everything's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But like, you
you
said
actually
to
did a
us,
pretty good job on that. That was,
I know,
that was
thank
No,
you.
it's very legitimate.
detailed.
But you said to us like at least a month before. So when I read it, and
And you
then the
forgot
day of it
everything.
came, I was like, and like everything going on with. Oh, by the way, 2-hour delays up. Oh, now you're on the tee now. Go. Obviously, I forgot everything. I'm just like, okay.
I mean, I read it on the way down because we were talking about the Corona cones or Corona cups
Just in case, yeah. No,
because we were talking about like if it hits the lip and then
no, one of the courses had, I thought.
what?
Didn't Eagles Landing have them?
No, they were all just
Every single
Okay.
one was.
So, last day happens. Ed and Bobby let me down, but I do not regret making you guys a pair because I think it would have worked out well on a better day.
I still had fun.
Yeah, no, it was still a fun time.
Okay.
Final standings happened though. John,
So I like to do a little award ceremony after the end of everything. So
and this was a good one this year with that balcony.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was so nice.
I think Heritage Shores had the best setup.
Yeah.
For
the
the
final,
for the
yeah.
final event.
The clubhouse to that restaurant. We had like the corner balcony looking over the putting green.
Yeah, nobody like even up there either. It's just
Yeah,
us.
it's just us. Like, and the waitresses were very nice about it. Like that was
Ruben banging.
that was a great Reuben.
It
Ed and I love Reubens. We'll find them anywhere. That was
Very good.
if you want to send us a Reuben or a restaurant to get a Reuben at, we will go to it. I promise you.
Yeah.
But that was great. But anyway, I'm sorry. Yes, it was a great setup up there.
It was a great setup. Everyone can get food, drinks. I put the trophies on the table.
Yep.
I put the team trophy. I put the individual plate for best overall golfer, and I put the trash can up there for the worst overall golfer. So first off, shout out to Colin,
Yay!
worst overall golfer.
By far.
It was yes, but
By far.
Was it-
Wasn't close.
But you know what's funny? On the last day, him and Coach played well together
Yeah.
for the scramble day. What'd you guys shoot that day?
92.
92, which was not last place.
No,
Right?
I
That's
shot
not bad.
we shot a 90 business golf.
Okay,
Remember?
sorry.
So you was in the 80s. Give yourself more credit.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
yourself more credit.
Yeah.
Give yourself more credit. So he worst golfer overall. He had the trophy rest of his life. He never has to win one again, right? That's what you want. You don't ever want one again.
Oh, I'm collecting.
Collect.
Yeah, remember last year, he's like, hey,
It's on
we're
your
fine
desk
next
at
year.
work, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
All right. So I gave that on out, and then best individual golfer. I mean, he's arguably the best golfer on the tour.
Easily.
Uncle Larry.
His
Beast.
iron game is fantastic.
He's a monster.
Yeah, living in Florida really does help out because I mean he could play golf all year.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah. Let's be honest here.
And two, I mean, it just looks pretty every single time.
Yeah. As long as he keeps his driver away,
Yes.
he's fantastic.
It's so pretty. So kudos to Uncle Larry. That's
Yep.
his second year in a row.
Yep.
He got the plate.
Congrats, Uncle Larry.
Best overall. Congrats, Uncle Larry. And then overall, the first team trophy went to Team Delaware, captain of Uncle
Bye.
Larry.
Captain Bye.
Captain Bob.
Yes.
Uncle Larry. Congratulations to Uncle Larry, Dr. John, Derek, my dad. We got
Rosie.
Connor, Uncle Ralph, and Rosie.
Yeah.
Rosie, phenomenal. I mean, it was the family and Derek.
Well, he's dating a family
He's
member.
in there. He's in there.
It's not official. Turns a ring on their finger. One false move, he can easily get
Ooh.
Ooh. So,
Pressure.
congratulations to Team Delaware. Got a nice group picture involved, and
Yeah.
But didn't drink anything out of the cup.
yeah, didn't drink out of the cup.
Dude, what a
But
waste.
Uncle
Just
Larry-
a waste.
Yeah. Uncle Larry's responsible for bringing the trophy to next year's tournament. Location to be decided, determined, still in the works.
Yes.
Yep.
But this text should probably be out November, December. Maybe I'll go January. Who knows?
Give me, as a travel agent, give me a heads up.
I'll give you a heads
At
up.
least give me a little bit of notification before everybody
The
else.
first two to know are always going to be the vice president and the travel agent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you know I'm going to find a good deal.
Yeah, but it was everything. Again, worked out swimmingly.
Absolutely.
2 years in a row. It's very unlikely that happens for 3 days.
And even like with COVID happening, like if anyone watches in the future, like this is the COVID summer, and it still was perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah,
It
no
really
hiccups,
was.
anything, man.
No.
Just smooth all
Other than
weekend.
the first day of rain, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And then even that cleared up, no
Yeah, we
problem.
parked up 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I don't know about 5
I
minutes.
mean,
Yeah. But yeah, I want to thank all you guys for coming out. Actually,
Absolutely.
And once again,
Thank
thank you, Bob, for kicking me in my ass to actually do this thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was a great idea. I'm glad you did it. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. We're gonna go state to state. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. What, 3 down, 47 to go.
Wow, you just struggled with math
Math.
there for a second.
Dr. John, everyone.
Anything with science and the human body, I'm your guy.
Yes, pull log out.
Numbers,
no
get
problem.
that out.
Numbers,
here.
call my brother.
Yes,
Call my
that's
brother.
true.
Yeah,
That's
call
true.
My brother.
That was great.
Yeah. My brother. Oh no, he was on Team Maryland.
He was on my
He
team.
was on Team
He was
Maryland.
on my team.
Yeah.
Turk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Terps.
Terps.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I think Uncle Larry and Tom are captains again, possibly, unless I switch it up. I'm still working on it.
Go low,
Well, you already-
low man.
I
You-
could go low man.
I thought you already
Low man.
determined like we were. You said that the first, second place again this year are
I
captains.
say a lot of things.
Oh, look at this guy.
The rule book has not been written yet.
Actually, it has.
No. That's last year's.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go
that's
easier.
Rona rule
Yeah,
book. I mean,
Yeah, he's not gonna copy and paste it. You know?
No such thing.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
such thing.
Oh, that's-
He wants a Rosie Colin feud again.
I think
That would.
I like
that
the
was
low-
great.
I like the
that
low
was
man
great.
feud.
That's
That
the
would
thing.
be
That
hilarious.
would be
Actually.
funny, and that way there's no pressure. You guys don't have to do a lot of work at that point. You can just
Yeah.
relax.
I
What do you
actually-
want on the
I
same team?
enjoy it. No, I doubt that.
It's rare. And
I highly doubt
it's
that.
more.
possible.
It's more likely if Tom and Larry pick again. That's more likely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
And I actually enjoy being a captain. Like, it's kind of fun, strategizing.
yeah.
Teacher has.
Yes. it's
I'm
good.
thinking for this year. Let us know. Tag us on Instagram what you think. I'm thinking about doing a draft party instead of just texting. That way, we come to my house when the bar's built and complete. Everyone hang out. Set up a little podium. We have a commissioner come across with the card.
This is
First-
commissioner, like it's not him.
Yeah. I'll call him up, see if he's good with that
Yeah,
date.
Exactly. And just announce each draft pick one by one. Get the stat
You
lines.
can do the Roger Goodell where you give everybody a hug.
I expect lots of boos.
Totally.
Like boo.
Boo,
uh,
booze.
Boo.
Yeah.
Both technically.
Both.
Yes.
But I think it's a great idea. If you like that idea, please message us on Instagram or on the blog,
We'll stream it.
and we'll stream it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
That was a good
stream
idea.
it. Yeah, if you guys
I like
watch
it.
the draft.
Definitely stream it. Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that was great. Overall, great weekend. Loved it.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
All right. So thank you guys for joining us for our first podcast for Hack Across America. I got to thank John for planning the trip that we have to do every single year. Fantastic. Thanks to Bobby for helping out with it and anyone else who had a hand in it in any way. We also have to thank our two sponsors, 18 Birdies. As you can see, Ed is wearing the windbreaker from them. Link is in the description down below. Download the app. It's great for golf GPS, scorecard, and there's even an AI coach that can help you critique your swing. Truly helped me so far. But yeah, they're a great app to use. And then we have to thank Rolo Golf, our newest sponsor. You don't want to dress like your grandparents on the golf course. You got to dress loud and proud. They have the best polos. Promo code HACK15 for 15% off any purchase on their website. Thank you guys. See you later.